Hello there, Umbraco people, and welcome back to Codegarden. We've got a busy day ahead with 2 tracks, so let's get started with day 2 by celebrating some of the many awesome packages available for Umbraco. I'd like to welcome to the screen my colleague in the Umbraco community package team, Richard Ockerby, to help me with the awards. Hello, Richard.
Good morning, Lottie. How are we doing?
Great, thanks. Thanks for joining me. It was lonely up here otherwise. My name is Lotte Pitcher. I'm a .NET developer and business owner from London, an Umbraco MVP, and as I say, a member of the Umbraco community packages team.
My name is Richard Ockerby. I am the technical director at an agency in the UK called Drummond Central. I am an Umbraco MVP as of yesterday, thank you very much. And I am also a member of the community package team.
What is a package, Richard? Should we tell our viewers?
Yeah, sure. Are we sharing my screen? Can we see my presentation? Yeah, okay, cool, thank you. So yes, what is a package? Before we get underway in celebrating the awards, we first need to understand exactly what a package is. So here is the Umbraco HQ explanation of what a package is. And a package extends Umbraco to provide additional functionality to editors, developers, site visitors, and all other types of users of Umbraco. It can impact one or more of these groups of people, depending on the type of package.
In the early years of... Oh, sorry, Richard. This is going to happen quite a lot, I think. In the early years of Codegarden, the Package Awards was more about light entertainment than proper recognition of the work involved in being a package developer. As fun as that was, this year things are definitely different. We asked you, the community, to nominate those packages that you thought worthy of celebrating. Packages had to be active in the last year, listed on the Our package repository, and could be commercial or open source, just not owned by Umbraco HQ. We then asked a jury of HQ, package team, and community members to review the nominations. A blog post will be published from Umbraco listing all the nominated packages, but first, let's meet that judging panel.
So first up, we have David Brendel. Hi, David. David Brendel is a senior software developer currently working at Syzygy Deutschland GmbH in Germany. Hopefully I've said that right. He's working with Umbraco since version 4.7, writing articles about it, developing packages, contributing to the core, and is currently a member of the community package team. And as of yesterday, is also now an Umbraco MVP. Congratulations, David.
Next, we have Dennis Adolfi. He is a senior Umbraco and .NET developer working for a gold partner Knowit experience in Gothenburg, Sweden. He's been involved in the Umbraco community for over 8 years, writing innumerable blog posts, tutorials, documentation, contributing to core, helping out in the forum, as well as hosting and speaking at various Umbraco events.
And next we have Heather Floyd. Heather Floyd is a New York City-based independent Umbraco and .NET developer. She's been involved in website development for over 20 years, specializing in the Umbraco CMS since 2005. She organizes the New York City Umbraco meetup group and often speaks at Umbraco events. She can be found at heatherfloyd.com.
Next is Janae Cram, a freelance Umbraco and .NET developer based in the lovely Bellingham, United States. She's been working in Umbraco for over 10 years and is one of the minds behind Scrift, the excellent monthly community magazine.
Next, we have Paul Seal, and Paul Seal is a senior Umbraco developer from the UK, working for the Umbraco Gold partner Moriyama. He's been working with Umbraco for 8 years, and he publishes Umbraco-related tutorials and articles on his YouTube channel and blog at codeshare.co.uk. And Paul was one of the very first people that helped me start up my Umbraco. So thanks, Paul.
Next, we have someone called Richard Ockerby, who happens to also be on screen. In case you weren't listening earlier or were a bit late joining us, Richard is technical director at the agency Drummond Central, based in the UK. He has over 20 years of web development experience and has been using Umbraco for over 4 years. And as of yesterday, Richard is also an Umbraco MVP. Congratulations, Richard. Thoroughly deserved.
And last on the judging panel was Warren Buckley, and Warren Buckley works at Umbraco HQ, and he has done for several years. quite recently has been made a developer advocate. The Umbraco inside of Warren is a hacker, a craftsman, since he's been using Yahoo mailing lists, and he's a general old-timer. The non-Umbraco inside of Warren is a code tinkerer and learner. He's got a dad bod and he's proud of it. He's a husband, he's a Brit, and he self-admits he watched too much Netflix.
A really, really big thank you to all of the jury members. They spent weeks installing and reviewing all of the nominated packages and had many discussions late into the night or morning for some of them to collaboratively agree who should be our 2021 package award winners. So high five, you rock, and thank you to all of you.
So let's get on with it. The reason that we're here, the package awards. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through each of the categories that we nominated. We're going to have a little chat about it. We're going to take a look at some runners-up and then announce the winners. Each of the winners of the categories will get themselves a trophy. Have we got one here to show, Lotte?
Oh, where's the camera? Oh, this is tricky. There, can you see it? It's like I've won. Thanks, Mum. Yes, we have this fantastic award, which may not be on screen now. I'm not sure.
Perfect. Looks pretty good. First time I've seen it.
So, the first category is Best Editor Experience. What is a content management system without happy content editors? Nominations in this category were for packages that go above and beyond to make the editor's experience a delightful one.
So the runners-up in the Best Editor Experience are Plumber by Nathan Wolf and Umbicosaurus by Joe Golombek. We had fun testing and checking out these packages, but unfortunately there can only be one winner per category, and the winner of the Best Editor Experience is Contentment by Lee Kelleher.
Hey.
Good job, Lee.
Oh, music.
Thanks for that. So, if you don't know what Contentment is, if you've not used it before, Contentment is a collection of Umbraco components that make editing content a breeze with the use of custom property editors, such as a code editor, an icon picker, notes, and a data list editor. And here is what the jury said. I was blown away by the capability of this package. The data list is worthy of an award just on its own. It's so intuitive and powerful. How have I been using Umbraco for years and not found this package yet? Honestly, have a play with it and you'll see what I mean. Well done, Lee.
Congratulations, Lee. The second category is Best Expansion. Packages for this category were those that add substantial additional functionality to Umbraco, extending into areas beyond the CMS and demonstrating how Umbraco can be a true experience platform.
So for the runner-up of the Best Expansion category, we have uMarketing Suite. Very good package, very good package. But unfortunately not as good as the winner of this category, which is Vendr by Outheld Digital. Congratulations, Vendr. So if you've not used Vendr before and you don't know what it is, Vendr is the Umbraco 8 e-commerce solution with simplicity at heart, brought to you by the Outheld Digital team. Powerful yet friendly, Vendr provides a fully integrated approach to e-commerce on Umbraco. Following many of the design cues found in Umbraco itself, make it instantly familiar to the users. Well done, well done. So here is what the jury said about Vendr. Vendr has everything you need to get up and running with the Umbraco e-commerce very easily and quickly. One of the great things about Vendr is the documentation around it. Clearly, a lot of love invested here. It also allows extensibility, payment providers, for example, where you can make your own and contribute it back to the community. Congratulations, Vendr.
Congratulations indeed, Outheld Digital. The third category is Best Theme. The packages considered for this category were those that offered a fully featured website starter kit.
And the runner-up in the Best Theme category is Igloo by Little North. And again, there can only be one winner. And in this category, the winner for the best theme is uSkinned by uSkinned. Congratulations, uSkinned. uSkinned is an all-in-one site builder for Umbraco, allowing you to take full control of your content and design with a feature-rich content editor-focused website platform. Cool. And here's what the judging panel said about uSkinned. What a superb package. There's so much customization that can be done in the back office with custom property editors. It makes everything very simple and intuitive to use. Starting from one of the lovely themes, you can build a really impressive website with no code at all. The design preview feature is fantastic too. When in preview mode, you can edit the design using the sidebar and save your changes right from the preview. Congratulations, uSkinned.
The fourth category is Best Newcomer. We wanted to offer recognition to new members of the community or new package developers. So this category was limited to those who have released their first package.
And the runners-up for the Best Newcomer Package Award is True People Share Preview by Joe P. or Jope. And Converge by Stuart Mullinger. Again, very good packages. But there can only be one winner. And the winner of the Best Newcomer category 2021 is xStatic by Sam Mullins.
Hey, who hopefully is ecstatic right now.
I promised we weren't going to make that joke, buddy.
Sorry.
So xStatic is a static site generator that allows you to deploy simple Umbraco sites to cheap and fast hosting, such as Netlify. And does a very good job of it too. And here's what the judging panel said about xStatic. This package is amazing. With a basic install of the Umbraco starter kit and a setup that took around 10 minutes, I generated a static site and opened it in IIS Express. You can quickly plug it into a Git repo with credentials or FTP and auto-magically deploy it, which is just wonderful. It lets you set your static assets like CSS and JavaScript, as well as the media crops you want to generate. All around, I think this is an incredible package, and it also has a ton of helpful documentation. Well done, Sam. Well done.
Well done, Sam, indeed. The fifth category, Best Innovation Hack. Sometimes out of the box, Umbraco just isn't quite how you'd like it. Packages in this category allow some single-purpose but incredibly useful tweaks to the back-office experience.
And the runner-up in the Best Innovation and Hack category is Skybird Redirects by Anders Bjarne. Hopefully I've said that right as well. But again, there can only be one winner. And the winner of the Best Innovation and Hack Award goes to Matryoshka by Seren Kottal. Well done, Seren. And this package, Matryoshka, enables you to layer your document type properties in tabs and groups. It substitutes the content editor view with its own view to make existing groups appear as tabs, and adds a property editor, which gives the impression of groups. And here's what the judging panel said about a Matryoshka. Such a well-written package that feels native to the CMS. I use this on every single project, and the clients love it, especially if they're coming from version 7. Simply put, it looks nice and it works great. Well done, Seren.
The sixth category is Best Package Care and Holistic Experience. A successful package doesn't just consist of code. We also wanted to credit those who go the extra mile in their responsiveness to questions, issues, documentation, and demos.
And the runner-up in the Best Package Care Holistic Experience is uSync by Jumo. very close. But the winner for the Best Package Care Holistic Experience Award goes to New Marketing Suite by Perplex Digital. Congratulations, Perplex. So a little bit about uMarketing Suite, if you've not heard of it before. uMarketing Suite is the all-in-one marketing suite for Umbraco and is a set of diverse features that together form a full marketing suite for the Umbraco platform. Such a big package. Very, very, very hard to judge this one because it was so big. But we did it and it won. So here's what the judging panel said about uMarketing Suite. uMarketing Suite is such a feature-rich package to explore and can be quite daunting to new users. But right off the bat, you find a website full of useful information, video tutorials, and documentation to cover all aspects. The team at Perplex are really accommodating to feedback and are transparent with their product roadmap. Bugs are few and far between, and the team are very responsive to help resolve any issues. Congratulations, Perplex Digital.
The seventh and penultimate category is Best Developer Tool. Some packages are just go-to packages for developers when starting a new Umbraco project. We just can't live without them.
And the runner-up for the Best Developer Tool goes to uSync by Jumo.
So close.
So close indeed. But as we all know, there can only be one winner. And the winner of the Best Developer Tool 2021 goes to Skyblood Redirects by Anders Biana. Congratulations, Anders. So a little bit about this package. This package features a dashboard and property editor that lets users manage inbound redirects from within the Umbraco 8 back office. Editors can easily create redirects to content and media within an Umbraco installation or even to external URLs. Very good. And here's what the judging panel said about Skyblood Redirects. I like this package and I use it frequently. It's a full-featured and editor-friendly, really great package. Better than all the other options out there and should be part of core. High praise indeed. Well done, Anders.
Which brings us on to our final category, the overall winner, the Grand Prix, the best in show, if we were dogs, recognized for excellence in functionality, documentation, and customer support.
And the winner of, there's no runner-ups in this one, just a big winner, and the overall winner of the Umbraco Package Awards 2021 goes to...
Drum roll.
Have we got a drum roll sound effect?
No, and I don't want to hit the desk, so let's just crack on.
The winner is uSync, and uSync Complete by Jumo. Congratulations, Jumo. So in the unlikely event that you've not heard about uSync, here's what uSync is. Helping you keep your Umbraco settings in sync. uSync is an Umbraco package that takes the bits of Umbraco that are stored in the database and moves them to disk, so you can source control, copy, and move your Umbraco site between computers and servers. I personally use this on every single project I do, which I think was the general consensus from everybody in the judging panel.
Yes, and I think it was also, apart from newcomer, probably was on the shortlist across all other categories. So a very deserving winner.
Indeed, indeed.
Be nice to know what Kevin thought about his award, wouldn't it?
It certainly would.
Magic! Surprise!
Fancy that.
Oh, look who it is.
Hello.
Hi, Kevin.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm great. I've won. Yay!
Good. Congratulations, Kevin.
This is for you.
Very well
this is for you,
award.
Kevin. I'll bring it back to the UK for you, okay?
Oh, thank you. Yes. That's wonderful. That's really good.
So just before we have a little bit of an introduction from you, Kevin, I think that what I'll do is I'll read out what the judging panel said about uSync. So they said, "This to us is the best Umbraco package available. We use uSync in every project we build and have been doing so for years. There's almost never any issues with it, and if there is, Kevin's quick to help out. uSync solves our problem of deploying back office data, allowing source control changes. In our opinion, there is no Umbraco without uSync." That's nice.
That's very nice. It's very nice to have the community basically say how much they like it. I do uSync because it's fun and I really enjoy doing it, and it's just sort of become something. I'm very fortunate to have the opportunity to have the package that I really like writing become a thing that essentially I can do all the time. And so I'm really grateful for everybody for voting for it and for using it, and for all the lovely feedback I get, not just on awards, but all the time when people tell me that they use it and they enjoy it. It's really good. I'm really pleased. Thank you.
You're a very deserving winner, Kevin. Thank you for joining us. Sorry if it's a bit early in the UK, although it's not really, is it?
It's not. It might be for me and my weird lifestyle, but it's not really that early. So.
No. The majority of us are up already doing some work, so yeah, not too early.
Life of a package developer is slightly weird, but yes.
So one of the big things that came back, Kevin, was it wasn't really just uSync. It was you as a person. I think was some of the comments. Obviously, packages were nominated by the community, and one of the big overarching theme was that you are just such a lovely person, which I can attest to.
Yes.
Well, that's nice. I don't know what to say to that. So.
I think as well, it's not just a recognition for the packages, but it's also just actually how much you give back to this community, sharing all the learnings that you have as a result of working on uSync, because uSync touches every part of the Umbraco project. And as a result of that, and perhaps looking ahead to V9, you've sort of been spearheading the way of getting through some of those hurdles, knocking them down, and sharing how to jump those hurdles. I'll stop with this analogy shortly, and giving them back to people. And that's also was definitely something that played a part into the jury thinking that you were the deserving winner. So thank you from the community for everything you do.
Again, that's okay. I'm just doing what I like doing. I get just as much from other people, so I think it's only fair that when you're developing something package that you give back to the people who've already given you loads of starter and got you going as well. So, yeah.
So we know a little bit about uSync. I think it'd be quite interesting just to hear a little bit about how you got started with it, Kevin. How did uSync come to be?
We went to, when I worked for a council when I started many years ago, we went to the UK festival in about 2010. I think it was the 2010 UK festival, and there was many talks there, and there was one about, I think, uSite Builder at the time, which was great. It might have been Pete Duncanson, I can't remember. And he went through all the details of how it worked and what it did, except there was just bits where he said things like, if you touch this, it works really great, but if you do this, it completely blows up. I was like, oh, it's so close to what we needed to do source control for our multi-team developer team. And so on the train back, we talked about it, and that's, I think, where the idea for uSync came. And Mark Goodson will no doubt tell you that he invented it. And then when we went back, I sort of, as a side project, started messing about with it and building on top of what was the package service then in V4. So it was sort of taking what the package service did, but did it in a more of a repeatable way, not just when you install a package. And from that, it's evolved, and now it's sort of completely separate from that, and it's just moved on with every version. And it's been mainly, to start with, it was all about being able to do source control for a multiple team of developers. And now it's just turned into, you can use it for source control and deployment. And then uSync Complete is sort of the next stage of that, all the extra add-on bits just to make it sort of fit with your editors. But it's sort of evolved over what is now 7 or 8 years. It's just become the tool that I needed to do the development, and this turns into the tool that we use, or everyone uses to sort of manage source control now. So that's how it got to where it is.
Very good, very good. What's the difference between uSync and uSync Complete?
So uSync is very much was written as a developer tool. So it saves everything you do to disk, so all of your settings, and if you install Content Edition, all of your content and your media, it saves it to disk. It allows you to source control the stuff on the disk. You can use it to deploy changes to your servers because everything's on the disk. So when it goes to your live server, when you deploy, those disk settings can be pushed up into your site completely. uSync Complete is much more of a tool that connects Umbraco installations and allows you the communication to happen between them, and it's much more editor focused really. So it allows you to right click on bits of content and publish them between servers, and it gets sent across the wire. So you get content from one server, like your development or your stage server, can be pushed to your live server. So Complete has that, but it also has other tools in it that just finish off the edges that uSync might not cover. So it does user accounts and members. It allows you to sync them, and it allows you to take snapshots and do exports of like blocks, little bits of your Umbraco setup as what's called a sync pack, and that then just allows you to move that across between them. So it's sort of like rounding out the uSync tool. So uSync and uSync Content Edition let the developers do whatever they need to do, and then uSync Complete is sort of this add-on package that lets you sort of build it into your editing workflow.
Well, I've personally used uSync and uSync Complete a lot, so I wholeheartedly endorse this decision. V9 all ready for that then, are you?
Well, uSync is got a beta for V9 out. It's been out alongside the betas, and we've got rid of Content Edition because it's now just uSync, and it does content in uSync. uSync Complete, I've been doing while watching Codegarden, and my brain occasionally exploding, but it's coming along. So hopefully for the release candidate, we should have uSync Complete ready as well.
Oh, so like the whole of Codegarden is with you getting ready for version 9?
Yes, some of it's been, I've had to stop the code to watch Codegarden because it's been a bit brain melty sometimes, but yeah.
It looks to me like we may have lost Richard, but he's...
I'm still here.
Oh, Richard, we just can't see you.
My webcam's on from this side, but unfortunately the stream has been lost and we can't see me on screen.
Okay, but good. You didn't leave me because you promised you wouldn't.
Yes, I'm still here. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's quite interesting as well, Kevin, because you've been working quite closely with the core team in terms of this V9 migration stuff. Have you got any tips or techniques that you want to share with anyone who might be in the same position who's migrating a package from 8 to 9?
Oh, I don't know. There are many tips. What I've done recently is my biggest tip is start with your models, which is very nerdy, but if you start, when you move all your code over, make sure your models are right and any extensions, and then you build everything else across. That's what I've been doing the last couple of days, is making sure all of that base stuff is right before I try and get all my controllers and services working. But what I've sort of been doing alongside the uSync stuff is I've got a repo called Do Stuff with Umbraco, and now in that I had it for V8, and it says how to do a controller, how to do with migration. I've sort of been doing how that now works in V9 as and when I've come up to them. So if you need to know how to get from A to B, it's sort of a good little tool to say, this is how a controller works in V8, and here are the changes to make one work in V9.
Yeah, fantastic. I'll have to check that one out. I've not seen that yet.
And Matt says, listen to the podcast.
Oh,
and he's right.
Package Manifest podcast. It's almost as good as Candid Contributions, I think you'll find.
Our last episode, which I should remember, we did with Andy from the core team, we talked a lot about package migration. So we talked that there's quite a lot in there about the great detail of how to get from A to B and what different approaches people have been taking. So, yeah.
Oh, I like it. I think we've now got a picture of the package award that Richard's voice can come through. Thank you very much. I think we're nearly out of time. Thank you very much, Kevin, for joining us. Congratulations again. Thank you, Richard, for joining me. As I say, Kevin, I'll bring your award back. And I think it just leaves to say Congratulations and thank you to anyone who is brave enough to release a package, and thank you so much for all the time and effort it takes. Having been on the package team for a year or two, I have now realized quite what an undertaking it is being a package developer for Umbraco. So thank you to everyone, and please read the blog post to see who was nominated. Coming up next is 2 tracks. I think if you stay on this one size fits all, or the other track, stage 2, for Callum White, making search friendly. So I think that's it for the package awards. Thank you.